everyone, News Reviews and More here, and today I'm going to talk about tomorrow, which is the new format, and how I'm really excited for it, and tomorrow's Saturday as well, and usually Saturday means locals. So, first of all, new format. The decks that are going to be popular consist of Dark World, Rabbit, Wind Up, Heroes, Plans, Tele-dad, so on, so on. Anything with D-Draw, anything with Malicious, anything with Emergency Teleport, Agents, many decks. This is a lot of decks to take in consideration. I've talked about decks that are going to be good on my channel. You can find those videos right there. And as well as I've talked about decks that aren't going to do so well. For example, Dark World. It could do well, it could do kind of bad, but I kind of think it's not going to do that well. I also talked about some of the things in the format that might be okay, for example, Valor. In that video I was kind of scattered, but you'll get the point when you watch it. Anyways, if you guys don't know, you can play me on DN. My DN name is right down there in the description below. The DN ranks restart tomorrow, so my account's kind of new, so bear with me. And yeah, so, next. I was talking about the decks of the format and what you're going to see the most play of. Obviously there's Agents floating around again, and that's an easy deck to make. It's pretty cheap, fairly cheap, and as well as Dark World, it only takes like 3 structure decks and maybe Tour Guides if you actually want to put the money into it. Wind-ups, promos. Rabbits, promos pretty much, except for the Rabbit itself and the Tour Guides. Heroes, promos. All these decks that are pretty good are cheap to make. A good deck is going to cost you about under $200. Maybe more if you want to hollow it out or add a little bit of fizzle and spice in it. But honestly, guys, every deck this format is going to be under $200 unless you somehow define a way to make it more expensive with your hollows out. You're thinking about Rabbit being under $200. It's possible. Rabbits could go down to $40 even with them being semi-limited. They could go up if Rabbit happens to top at a big event. Rabbits are usually around $40 to $50 each, which means that's $100 already there. With Tour Guides being around $20 to $15 each, that's another $40 there. And then $60 you're thinking for the rest of the cards. Well, if you think about it, guys, you put in all the staples you already have into that deck, the deck's going to cost you not that much. And if you bought some of the tins, it's not going to cost you that much either, because you get the tin packs promos, which the promos are the most important part because you get Zenmain's, Lagia, or Dolka. And, well, Zenmain's Dolka or Zenmain's Lagia. And that pretty much covers the deck from there, except for like some of the side deck cards in the extra deck, unless you probably already have the extra deck. So pretty much every deck this format is going to be cheap to make, in consideration if you already have most of the cards you need for the deck that aren't staples for it. For example, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, MST, Stardust, Acid Golem, Leviair, Leviathan, Utopia Ray if you like, Mind Control, Book of Moon, stuff like that, staples, are pretty much good in any deck. So that pretty much covers the most price for that deck. Next I want to talk about the way these decks play. Now, we all have different ideas of what deck's going to top. It's all preference, but we really won't find out until the first month of the format, maybe the second month, depending on how many YCSs take place, which I believe there are 4 in the next 2 months, maybe 3 or 2. I'm really not sure. But there's a number around there. And determining what tops the first YCS, which I believe is tomorrow, which is Toronto, I believe. Well, we'll find out on Sunday what wins, but depending on what tops. But depending on what tops there is going to be a game changer for a lot of people. If we do not see any Agents, Malicious, Destiny Hero kind of decks in the top cut, those decks are then going to wind down to be less popular. If we see more decks like Dark World and Heroes and Rabbit, the 3 decks I'm talking about all the time, as well as Wind Up, those decks are going to become more popular. The decks that see play are usually the decks that are determined that do well or worse at the YCSs. There could be some fatal error as such as in Dark World when it first came out. This person, I do not know his name, he topped at the event. Well, he was going to top, but he got disqualified from the event for some reason, and his deck was Dark World, and he was undefeated till like round 11. So you kind of have to be at the event to see what's going to be good, but you can also read the coverage on their website. So all in all, guys, this format's going to be scattered for the first month. Just try out a deck you want to try out. Honestly, you could try out anything. Be creative. The worst deck right now could be the best deck tomorrow. The best deck right now could still be the best deck tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and have a good weekend. I will not be posting videos this weekend, as I'm going to be recording a lot of videos because I will be at locals. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good day, and stay tuned for videos on Monday.